Hello, boys and girls. Let's make art. Today we are going to be celebrating Dr. Seuss, a famous illustrator and author, and we're really focusing on Fox and Socks. Here you can see the fox wearing his blue socks. This is a piece of art made by a child using their hand to create the fox. We are going to be cutting ours out of paper and adding socks to it. Here are a few examples, and let's get started. Hello, boys and girls. We are going to be making a fox in a pair of socks, or in 4 pairs of socks. So I have an orange piece of paper. You can grab any color piece of paper or a white piece of paper. And what you're going to do is move your hand over to one side, and we're going to trace your hand. So we're going to be using our hand for our fox. So I'm going to fix my sleeve here, lay my hand down, and trace my hand. I think I'll do this one. So boys and girls, simply lay your hand down. You can ask for help if you need help. Tracing slowly around your fingers. Your fingers are going to be the legs of the fox, and your thumb is going to be the tail. So now that I trace this, I'm just going to end it here. I'm just going to cut this in half, and then I'm going to cut it out. So before I cut it out, I'm just going to cut my paper in half, so I can save this paper for the other parts of the body. So now I'm going to cut out my hand carefully. You can work on cutting yours. And I'm actually going to go over to the other side here, so I can carefully cut around the fingers. And then you go in. And you have to turn your paper. Be careful with the blade. There we go. One finger, second finger. Now, if your paper isn't orange, that's okay. We're going to add a little fur color on here. 3 and 4. Sometimes it's easier just to go to the other side and go around. So, 5 fingers. So, boys and girls, this is going to be the body of our fox. And we're going to make a head. Before I make the head, I think I'm going to add a little bit of color to its body. I'm going to add a little more orange. And if you don't have orange paper, you might want to just color in the orangey reddish fox. So I'm just going to add a little more orange to the fur of the fox. And of course, this fox is going to need a head right here, and eyes, and ears, and of course, socks. And just going to add a little orange. Okay, so next step. All right. The second step is making a head for the fox. So I'm going to actually cut this paper down and save this for another project, because I really don't need that much paper for the head. So we're going to make the head a little bit triangular. So I'm going to get a crayon, and I'm going to draw the top of the head, You want to leave some room for ears, or we could cut and add ears. Top of the head, kind of a curved line. Make the nose at the bottom, and then just 2 lines up. Almost looks like a triangle with a curve, or almost looks like a slice of watermelon. Now, I think on this piece of paper I could just cut the ears out, or you can cut and attach ears. I'm just going to just cut this so I have 2 ears, but too small, so I'm cutting them off and remaking them. So this is going to be the head of my fox. And I need to add 2 ears. So I'm going to get out my glue. Sorry, boys and girls, you'll need glue if you're attaching ears. And you'll be attaching this head, so you definitely need glue. So before I do that, I'm going to add a little color. And I'm going to add 2 eyes. And Dr. Seuss draws the eyes so fun in his books. They're usually kind of big. Here, first I'm going to add the color. Oh, and I might make the eyes white. And I can add white over this orange easily. So I'm going to make my eyes really fun, like Dr. Seuss's eyes and his characters. Kind of big. 2 circles. And little eyelashes. Two circles, little eyelashes. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I'm continuing with my fox's eyes and his fun nose. I'm just using a marker here. And just making this little funny little U shape that Dr. Seuss draws in the animal's eyes. And he also has like little lines around it. Kind of looks furry. I want to fit a smile, but I can only fit half of it. There he is, smiling. Hey! I'm going to add a little white. And it's so nice. Sometimes if you draw on darker paper and you have a white crayon or a white pastel, it really pops off the page. Ta-da! There's my fox. And socks. Oh, he doesn't have his socks yet. Oops. Let's add those socks. And here's his tail. Your thumb is the tail. I'm adding a little white. I think I should have put the white on first. And now, let me finish this face and then we'll finish the body. We're going to put some socks on our fox. Each leg, each foot gets a pair of blue socks. I'm going to make my socks not just blue. I'm going to add some different colors. Of course, you can add a different color pair of socks. Doesn't have to be blue like Dr. Seuss. Oh, and he just needs ears. Yeah, I'm going to cut out 2 triangles. So I'm taking some scraps. And I'm drawing a triangle. And next to it, another triangle. And I'm going to cut those out for ears. And in the triangle, I'm going to put a little black, like they have some fuzzy, black, fuzzy fur. And actually, I'll just color them here before I cut them out. 1 ear, 2 ears. And that'll be attached to the head. Okay, Foxy. There we go. It's easy to cut triangles out. 1, 2. Oh, hey, it's starting to look like a fox. 1, 2. Put a little bit too much glue on here. Be careful with your glue. It can be kind of sloppy. 1 and 2. I might have to redraw my eyelashes. I covered them up with my ear. There we go. Eyelashes, ears. And I'm going to put the head on now. That's a problem when you have too much glue. Oopsie. There. Better. Fox and socks. And he's missing his socks yet, so let's put a little glue back here and flip it over. And now, the fun part, socks. Fox and socks. And I'm going to have 4 blue socks. I'm actually going to take a blue marker and draw a line for a sock, a line for a sock. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to have my socks have these little lines. Just like in Dr. Seuss's drawings, he uses a lot of black line. Also on the fox's body, I want to have some brown lines. Some furry, zigzaggy lines. So he looks like a fuzzy old fox. There we go. And I better add a little blue to these socks on his feet. And here's his smile. Hey, oops. Kind of goes over. Hey, smiley. And I'm going to add color to the blue socks. And I'm going to have different color blue socks. 1, 2. This almost looks like the same blue. 3. Maybe I have a different blue right here. I'm using pastels. We could have easily added the socks before. 4. And we have right here. I'm going to throw away, make sure to throw away your scraps, clean up your area. And right now, I've created Dr. Seuss's Fox and Socks with my handprint. I hope you have too. I cannot wait to see them. Fox and Socks. Thank you, boys and girls. I cannot wait to see your work.